Hey everybody, Kelly here. Today we're going to talk about a simple strategy to generate seller leads. Now, I'm not talking about any seller lead. I'm talking about the right seller lead. I think we can all agree that a family that moves into a home today and they've lived in a home for 6 months versus a family that has lived in a home for 10 years, they're two different beasts. Do you want to spend your money marketing to somebody that just closed on a home or somebody who's been in the home for a significant amount of time and they have equity? And, mindset being what it is, probably you're in the mood to change out that home. Either they're going to be a move up buyer or a move down buyer. So we want to differentiate today on generating the right lead. I had a coach tell me one time, your problem is you're generating too many leads, but not the right leads. And I think we can all agree that if you could find a way to focus your lead generation into a system that's generating the type of lead that would have a higher propensity to answer your offer, you got a winner. So we're going to use a company called Remine. And if you search on YouTube, there are videos all over the place about Remine and how powerful this is. What I'm going to do today is I'm very, very quickly going to share with you how to pull a list of the correct seller leads. And then I'm going to show you a company that I use that I can import this list into and instantly start marketing to them. So it'll make sense in just a minute. So bear with me. Here's where I live, guys, in Central Florida. So we've got Orlando over here. We've got Disney World, Universal, all of that over here. We've got Tampa over in this direction. And this is my market right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to differentiate where I want to pull the leads from. And I'm going to go all the way from, you know what, let me clear that. Let me cancel. Let me make this a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to draw where I want to work. Right there. Now up here, you're going to see a fairly large number. And it's kind of funny because the Remine data is actually pulling all of the data on homeowners. And there's quite a bit of them. I mean, in Orlando alone, you got a ton of people. So I've got 100,000 plus results. I think we can all agree that if I downloaded that list, I would be completely lost because, how am I going to market to 100,000 people? Number one, as a single agent, I don't have time to be dealing with all of that. And number two, I don't have the income to send out that mass amount of advertising. So let's go and figure out how to get this list into something more manageable. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take property value. I only want to pull houses that are worth 300,000 and higher. Now it's going to start to whittle away at that number. It'll probably still say 100,000 plus until we get a little bit more detailed. But you'll notice in the next couple minutes, this number here is going to really start to go down. So home equity. Since I'm working with sellers, I want to work with a seller who actually has, there you go, guys, 80,000. So we just dropped off about 20,000 plus people. But I want to work with people that actually have equity in their home. Why is that? Because if we're going to sell the home, I need to make sure they're going to be able to get to the closing table, that they're going to have enough money to pay real estate commissions, title fees, any other fees that are associated with the closing process. So what I want to do is I want to narrow my list and I want to pull everybody that has 100K in equity in their house right now. And as that's doing that, I want to pull everybody that has lived in their home for at least 10 years and higher. And I think you can understand why I'm doing that. These are people that have lived there a long time. If they bought the home when they were a young family, they probably bought a smaller home because of budget. Now they have kids, possibly multiple kids in rooms. They're thinking about wanting to live in a neighborhood with, a swimming pool, a fitness club, a bigger home, maybe more room between the homes, more bedrooms. So these are move up buyers. Also, it could be a move down. These are people who could have bought the home and there's a high association fee. The property taxes are higher. The kids have moved out. And so they're looking to sell that big home and move down. So that's why I want to go ahead and put that. Now let's talk about sell score. Now with Remine, they allow you to go ahead and take this list down even further. So what's going to happen is if I hit low, that means these could be people looking to sell in the next 5 to 7 years. If I hit medium, these could be people looking to sell in about 3 years. But high means these are people that are going to be looking to sell potentially in the next 12 months. So let's go ahead and see where our list breaks down to now. So we're at 1480, right? But I want to take that list down even farther. So I'm going to hit advanced. My status is going to be off market, withdrawn, expired, canceled, and I think that's going to do it. That should do it right there. All right, so now I'm going to go back over here. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so by doing that, I've limited it down to 765 results. Now, that's a more manageable list. If I wanted to, I could also bring it down. Let me get building type. I only want to deal with single family. Let's see what happens to the results now. I don't want townhomes. I don't want condos. We're down to 701. Land use, we're fine there. We'll just say residential. So guys, I can even take it down to mortgage rate. So I only want to deal with people in that list that have a mortgage rate right now of 4 or higher. Let's see what happens in the list. Now, I might have to take that back off. 198. Okay, perfect. So here are families that are paying a lot more right now in interest. They've been living there for 10 plus years. They have a lot of equity. The home is in the right price point. So that's the list. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to select all of them. And I'm going to add them to a cart. So to show you how that works, I'm just going to put test list 6/18. That's today's date. I'm going to go ahead and create the list, and I'm going to add them to the cart. Here's where the magic happens. Once this is done and my cart's created, I go over here to carts. There's the list. And when it populates it, I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to export the list. So what happens when I export the list? I'm going to get this list in a CSV so I can actually print the list, and I can send direct mail to 198. So guys, let's just do some math right now. A letter costs 50 cents. So if I do 198 divided by 2, that's $99. That's cheap. So I can send a really high converting, laser targeted offer by direct mail to these people for $100 bucks. You know, seller lead generation on Facebook right now can run you anywhere from $2 to $10 a lead. Here I've got the leads for free. Now all I have to do is send them marketing offers. The other thing I can do, and I'm going to leave a link for this at the bottom. If you're a realtor, you really should check this out. Let me show you one of the companies I'm using right now that it literally is helping me crush my conversions, lead generations, and client database. And it's called Bannerseason. So I'm not going to go into detail. I have other videos on this, but here are all the products that you can purchase and customize to send to your clients. So you can create really cool custom closing boxes where you've got coffee cups, you've got logoed baseballs. You can put a picture of them on here. You can put your logo on the back. You can send, the sky's the limit with the stuff you can put together for gifts. But watch this. I can upload this entire list into Bannerseason. And if I want to, I can go ahead and create a card once I have the list in Bannerseason. Let me show you how this works. There's several cards you can use. All right. 5x7, 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 the gigagram, which is literally a 1 foot card. And then they've got the one that I send out the very first time is this 4x6. Now, you remember I told you guys there was 198 leads. If I decide to send this card to them, it's going to cost me $73. I'm a gold member with Bannerseason. Guys, it's $49 a month, and that gets you the reduced prices. It also gets you the access to some really cool marketing tools. But guys, if I want to send this card, if I want to create it, that picture right there can be whatever I want. I can upload whatever picture I want. And on the back of the card, I go ahead and type in my offer, use whatever font they allow me. And then they will take that list that I've just brought over for free from Remine, and they will send those cards out within the next day. And so within a couple days, every one of these Remine leads will start to get my cards. And again, guys, $73 to send a card out to 198 homeowners that are the homeowners we want to deal with. Do you see the power of that? Guys, coupling Remine with a system like Bannerseason, where you literally can send them cards on demand. And guys, this card here is free to me. As a gold member, I just pay the 37 cents in postage, and it's off and running. If I want to up the game and send them a larger card, This card cost me 50 cents. If I want to go ahead and send them an 8x11, a massive card, it's $3.67. So guys, the sky's the limit. Coupling Remine with some of your marketing tools, direct mail, Bannerseason with postcard marketing, it's a winner. So again, look down below. I'll leave a link to the Bannerseasons if you guys want to explore it. I think it's $49 a month right now. It's month to month. There's no contract, no commitment. But I promise you this, if you start to get into Bannerseason, it will fast become one of your number one marketing tools. Because in the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how to export FSBOs and expireds into that system and start sending them high converting postcards. All right, guys, keep up with your good work. Go out there, get you some leads. If you don't have Remine as part of your MLS, in our MLS, guys, in Stellar here in Florida, we actually have the pro version. So check with your MLS and see if you have it. If you don't, you might want to consider looking them up, but Bannerseason also has that address for you. So for the $49 a month, guys, they have inside of their software the ability for you to pull any list you want. Any list you want. I can pull a list with their custom mailing list of every buyer or every renter in my zip code with a 700 plus credit score, $50,000 a year plus income, $25,000 plus in net worth that have been renting for at least 2 years, or I can pull that list and literally instantly with a click of a button send all of them a high converting postcard. So there's a lot of really great things there. You can use their list to build your list. You can use Remine if you have it. So anyway, drop me some comments below. Tell me what you think, and stay with this over the next month or two and come back to this. If you've used this, come back to here and tell us some of your testimonies. I would love to see it. Here's what I know. If you're going to lead generate the most opportune, laser-focused lead on the planet. And with this type of marketing knowledge, guys, there's no reason why you can't go out and start getting 2, 3, 4 closings a month. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I appreciate you guys. And again, hit subscribe and hit the bell. I will see you on the next video.